I am the helpless father. Actually, I am the helpless father.
Now I'm hopeless. Only the way as a secondary work to become justice. Government of Manipur, that is Chief Minister and Home Minister, same fellow, and the Governor of Manipur, they are hopeless fellow.
This one picture broke India's heart. The nation woke up to a truth, a very sad one, on Tuesday morning. While for India, this could be a bad start for Tuesday, but for two families in Manipur, this had been the life for the past more than 2 months. The picture that has shaken the conscience of a country had landed in the hands of two families on Monday. And on Monday, they knew the end had happened and their children will not come back home ever again. She is Luwangbi Linthoinganbi Hijam, 17 years old, a minor. He, that boy, is Phijam Hemanjit Singh, 20 years old. Both were best of friends. They went missing on July 6. The girl had stepped out of her home at 7 in the morning and went for her coaching. Later, she met her friend, that's Hemanjit, and they were last spotted on a bike, possibly had gone on a ride towards the foothills. Possibly, they wanted to make it a joyride. In a state that was divided on lines of communities, that was their mistake. To have ventured into an area, as the popular terminology in Manipur is, the enemy land. From July 6, two children did not come back home. From July 6, two families had been agonizingly waiting for their return. From July 6, two families had been running from pillar to post, asking for help, hoping there would be some miracle that would bring their children back home. From 6th of July, two families had been holding each other's hand as a support system because the rest could not stand with them. We could not stand with them. We could not do anything for them. Those two people that you see on the screen, one of them is Phijam Hemanjit Singh. He is the father of the boy. And the other person is Phijam Hemanjit Singh, father of the girl. And what hurts me, I met them on 26th of July, which is 20 days after the children had gone missing. When I met them, I found two helpless fathers in folded hands asking for help from me, and I had no idea what to do apart from telling their stories. And I told their stories, but still the children were missing. And you know what happened in between July 6 and July 26 when I met them? There were videos doing rounds. Very gory. I did not show those videos then. I will not show those videos today, because for me the families matter the most. And I had promised them, without any confirmation, I will not show those videos. I had promised them, if that video hurts them, I will not show it. And I had also told them, don't believe those videos. Have faith.
Many viral videos are...
No, don't worry. Let police confirm. Let police confirm. Don't look at those videos. Let police confirm. Let police confirm. Okay?
Yes,
Don't look at those videos. Don't watch those videos. And you know what the fathers told me then? The fathers told me, Police doing nothing.
They investigating, always investigating what I see.
And your
Even I see minister also, even governor also. Yesterday also women commission chairman, I meet them. But I am the helpless father. Actually, I am the helpless father.
On 8th of July, the first missing complaint was lodged. That soon became a second missing complaint. Two fathers lodged two separate complaints. And they thought that police would find them. And you know what happened in between? In those 20 days, the fathers had also figured out that the last location of the boy's mobile was somewhere ahead of the foothill. As the fathers were frantically dialing the phone numbers of both the children, the boy's father had reported this to the police. That look, on this very day, as I was dialing the number of my son, somebody picked up and it wasn't my son. He told the police that while he tried negotiating with the other person over that phone call, he also heard conversation of people who did not speak their language, the language of the father. And he had his doubt. He lived with the doubt. Two families lived with the doubt for more than 80 days. The father told me that they had gone to the police and told the police that look, the last mobile tower location is this area. This area, I'm not identifying the place because that's the job of the police to do. Because they are very much after people who try and speak the truth. You raise an uncomfortable question and they would book you under sedition, even though I'm not scared of them. As I said, I care for my people. I care for the people of Manipur. Today I care for these two fathers. And one of the father told me that police had apparently told them, sorry, you can't do much. Again, that's enemy area, we can't go. I understand. Police are also human beings. I do understand. Like you can identify me by my community, by my religion, by my faith. You may want to do it because for long we have stopped believing in humanity. So police also feared that if they go to another territory, if they breach those barbed wires which had stayed between two districts, that is Bishnupur and Churachandpur, let's name it. If they breach it, if they breach that border, if they breach the quote-unquote buffer zone, what if they don't come back home? They too have families. I do understand that.
Police told us वो जाने का उपाय नहीं है क्योंकि उधर जाने से लड़ाई हो सकता है मतलब डरता है पुलिस लोग ने और कोई भी अंडरग्राउंड भी हो सकता है जो due to some reason they cannot go.
But what have we done? For more than 80 days, two children were missing. And 80 days later, as internet services were resumed, because that's an indication of normalcy in Manipur, these pictures surfaced. And you know what the father told me when I spoke to him this morning? The father told me, look at those eyes, Tamal. Yes, that picture. Look at those eyes. Those eyes will not let India live in peace. And I second him. Those eyes are haunting me, and I'm sure those eyes are haunting you as well. This picture was possibly their last one till they were alive. The eyes blank and mortified, hoping if the killers would change their minds. Alas, face half masked, but not their fears. Two men could be spotted at some distance. There is no clarity if they are the ones who had trapped them, kept them in captivity, and then killed them. The next picture is of the duo at the same very spot, but could be seen lying down, burrowed and lifeless. And then there was a letter, a press release, a notification issued by the government assuring that they would do everything to find those bodies. You don't know when they were killed, but you expect the bodies would be preserved. And you want to give this assurance, an empty promise to two bereaved families that we will go and get the bodies because we couldn't go and save them. Tonight, it's just not a story of two families. It's a story of two fathers. It's a story of two mothers as well. Look at that visual. Two mothers, separated by two houses, but today united in grief and loss. Both of them are now certain they have lost their children. And thus, the wails are here to haunt one and all. You, me, this entire nation. Thus, they're inconsolable.
From the 6th July till yesterday, confusion, so many bad information is received during such and such. So information is 90% confidence, bad news. But from yesterday, it has confirmed totally. So I'm not a sudden. I'm not affected sudden worry because it was affected already. So anyway, yesterday confirmed. So more worry. Oh, this is correct. My son is lost. So I must too much deep of sorrow. Now I'm hopeless. Only the way to become the secondary work to become justice. So at the Delhi, one paramedical student gang raped and killed by some culprits. They are absolutely given capital punishment, hang by hang severely. Law is only their law is same thing. So therefore, now whatever involving murder of my sons and daughter and the main accused and the co-accused kindly bring out the justice and kill given capital punishment. In the meantime, it will be reduced something my heart shocking.
So will you able to forgive police and the government because they could have saved the young lives?
Government of Manipur, that is Chief Minister and Home Minister, same fellow, and the Governor of Manipur, they are hopeless fellow. Please don't mind. They are respected and Excellency, Madam. I'm telling the practical fact because whatever operated my son's handset, it is near from the 5-6 kilometers from the Tirim Road. They cannot investigate even though. So within the Manipur, you are not doing any investigation. Of course, police department is failed. That means administrator and security officer Kuldeep Singh are also absolutely hopeless, unfit administrator and officers. Am I wrong? Think yourself and think the public because they cannot. They are the Kuldeep Singh officer, maybe IPS officer. He may be very intelligent fellow, as well as in practically he cannot write A, B, C, D because that means I am telling the truth. The practical, say for example, my son's handset operated fellow is from the Impal Churachandpur Road to only 7-8 kilometers. They are not going up to. They are not investigate. That means only how I can say their administration, zero administration, pro hopeless, even absolutely hopeless. This is practically not telling by me. As per the practically, I am telling repeatedly, Chief Minister and Excellency, Security Officer, absolutely unfit, hopeless. That means I am not telling, this is shown by the practical.
That's right. The father called the Chief Minister hopeless. I did not say, Mr. Chief Minister. The father who lost his child called you hopeless. Hopeless. On 3rd of May, the first incident was reported. And they are just not the two families. They are families on either side of the buffer zone who have suffered, and for days people have maintained silence. For days, people have been blamed for trying to instigate. For days, people have tried maintaining as if nothing ever happened in Manipur. Those two mothers are also women, and two helpless women. Their cry today resonate across the state of Manipur. Mothers cutting across their community divide today relate to that wail. Silence is not a condemnation of crime. Silence can only condone the crime. Has India stayed silent for too long? Has India lost a little too much because of its silence? Tonight, you, me, the nation can't stay silent. Their tears, their wails would break apart every silence that you want to bring back on Manipur to cover up the stories of Manipur. It hurts me. It really, really hurts me that I had told them, don't believe those videos. I had told them, have faith. And the father had then told me, I know my daughter is no more, but I just cannot convince myself to believe it. Tonight, they have got no other choice. The father of the daughter had very fondly shown me the gifts the little girl had left for the father, given him over the years. And that's all what she has to live with a lifetime of memory of his daughter.
National pillar of our mang budo adune aina khwai khil no ai to aina pau